We do have people in the house. Hello, Teke. Hello, Helene. Hello, Nan. I hope everyone had a nice Friday and a nice Thursday. Hope everyone had a nice time during those 2 days. I feel like the more I do that intro, the less I sound like a human. I feel like the more I say those words, and the more I have to find like a thing of being like, I hope you have nice days, the less it sounds like a human greeting. The more it's just like, I don't know why. I'm trying to remember what I did yesterday, except Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is of course very important, but I'm trying to think. I did mostly kind of work yesterday. I'm trying to get back into the groove of working, like I said. So I'm trying to like push myself, and then I push myself for a little bit, and then I'm like, now it's FF14 time. Which is kind of what happened yesterday. I did do some work. I got back on some illustrations I had started and stuff. And then I had some nice FF14 time as a reward, of course. Thank you. Today was fucking hectic though. It wasn't eventful, but it was hectic. So my day was supposed to go. I went to sleep around 2 a.m., which is early for me right now. But I went to sleep around 2 a.m. And I was like, okay, I have to wake up at around 8 is good. Like I put one alarm at 7:45 and one alarm at 8. And then I was like, okay. Because I was supposed to get a package today. I was supposed to get my new shoes today. And so, because, you know, as I've talked, I don't really have shoes right now. So, I was supposed to get them today. And they were like, oh, delivery in between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. They sent me like 4 messages to be like, you sure you're going to be at home? Make sure you're at home. And then didn't give me an hour, so that was great. And around 11:30, I think I was supposed to bring my mom to her physical therapist and go back. Except today it rained a lot. It rained quite a bit, and there was also a bit of wind. Mostly in the morning there was a lot of wind, but apart from that, it like mostly just rained today. So I ended up not needing to bring my mom to the physical therapist because she was like, it's such shitty weather, like they rearranged so that she didn't have to go. And I was like, okay, great. The thing is, because I went to sleep at 2 a.m., my body thought that was a nap, and I woke up at 6:30. I woke up around 6:30 a.m. I think I woke up even before that, and then I think I woke up like around 4, and I looked at my phone, and I was like, that's way too... At first I was like, oh, I woke up after my alarm. Well, it's fine, because clearly I didn't get a call. Right, and I just feel the same wake up, truly. And then I went back to sleep the second, like, after I realized, no, 4 a.m. isn't when you're supposed to be awake. Went back to sleep. Except... then I re-woke up at 6:30, 6:40. And then I was like, ugh. It's good to notify that my rhythm these past few days have been... Not yesterday, but the day before. I worked until 6:30 a.m., something like that. And I didn't realize I was working that long. To the point where I saw Zeke text in the group chat because he had woken up. And I was like, why is Zeke up so late? And then I was like, oh... he had his night, and then he just... Okay. So from that to waking up at that time. Great. So I was like, okay, if I'm lucky, I'll be here in the morning. I'll be fine. You know, I'll be okay. Issue is, I waited all day, and they never showed up. I waited all fucking day. I've been awake since 6:30. Thankfully, I got a little nap in. At the end of the afternoon, like they were supposed to be 8 to 6. So when 6 p.m. like rang, I took an hour and a half nap. The thing is, the way their website the way their website works is that it showed me, like, of course, the stages of the thing. I still have it open. And I was looking at, that's the website. I was looking at it on my computer. And the things that were like, my town, France, 10:45 a.m. on today, it's being sent. It just says it's being sent. And the thing is, I didn't know what that wording meant because they worded it in a very weird way. And there was no, like, information thing. And when I looked it up, half the people were like, oh, you weren't here and they tried to get to you. And that's why, that's what that means. And the other half were like, oh, yeah, they're just like, it just means it's like they're going to deliver it. And I was like, okay, if that's what it means, I'm fully fine with that. I love how we were all tracking Elvis, like, truly. That's really fine. So I waited the entire day. And after a while, like around 5:30, because I had the thought throughout the day, but I was like, no, surely if there's more information, it would be on the computer website, version of the website as well. It wouldn't be only on the phone. So I just go about my day. Sorry. Which, for someone on 4 hours of sleep that has been interrupted 2 hours in, so pretty much two hours, like, sequences of sleep means nothing. I read a little bit this morning. I got some work done because I did my sketch, because I was supposed to do my sketch, so I did my sketch. I worked a bit more on illustrations, but I wanted to do a lot more today, and I wasn't able to because I was sleep deprived. So I mostly spent my day in bed, like, waiting. I was just T-posing. But yeah, at some point I'm like, let me check if there's not more info on just the on like the phone version of the website, just in case. And there was, because they give you, like, they don't give it to you on the desktop version for some reason, but on the phone it does give you like a bar, you know, that gets filled in as stuff like happens. And the second, like, the first part of the bar, green, great. Second part, red. I'm like, that's weird. Is it like, first thought is like, oh, maybe it's like the thing they said is like they tried to deliver it, but they couldn't, and I'll need to go pick it up somewhere. You know, wouldn't be the first time a delivery service tries to deliver a package and I'm not here. So I was like, if that's the case, that's really fine. I mean, that's really fine. I would be still pissed off, and I would still be pissed off about it on stream, because, you know, if you hear, like, if you wake up specifically for something, and you, like, keep yourself from sleeping all day, even though you're really fucking sleepy and almost fall asleep multiple times because of this, still annoying, but, you know, manageable. No, that's not what happened. They said it couldn't be delivered because of bad weather. So, I live in the north of France. Having days where it rains like this is usual. Like, granted, there was also, I think, a lot of wind in the morning, but early morning. By 10:45, it was already, like, the wind was gone. Like, it was fine. And it rained all day. But I think a truck would be fine in front of the rain, you know? Our package was supposed to come... The office didn't come today either because snow. Yeah, but you have a snowstorm, you know? Like, that's an actual thing that's like, okay. Like, if it was snow, I would be like, okay, I get it, you know? Trucks in the snow, I understand. We haven't had snow in a while here. We get, like, very little snow now. Like, I've talked about this before. It's so annoying. I want more snow. But I'm like, okay. The thing is, if I go onto my weather app, the thing that I'm worried about, right? First of all, we're literally known for the rain here. We're literally known for our rain here. You can't tell me you can't deliver because of the rain. Gorgeous Storm would not let them pass. The rain was like, no thank you. The thing is, right, it's supposed to rain non-stop until, like, on my I don't care, on my app here, every fucking day that's listed has a rain warning. For, like, I'm starting to be worried about floods, you know? Granted, it's technically a little break on Sunday and Monday because it's supposed to not just be raining, it's supposed to also be snowing. But we'll see. So yeah, like, granted, some of those days also maybe it wouldn't rain all of the day, you know, the entirety of the day. I don't know. But yeah, I would very much, and one of us nowadays is going to just be rain. Like, it's going to be 10 that day. It's not going to fucking like snow, except like very early, or very early, because then it really gets warm. But yeah, like, it's supposed to rain every day from today to next Sunday. Not the one coming, the one afterwards. So I'm like, can I please get my shoes? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to act as if I'm not getting a package, which is very hard for my anxiety. And just try to put my phone not, because my phone is always on silent. Put my phone not on silent, just so like if there is a delivery, I'll hear them call. Cause like fucking hell, I'm here, but like I can't. Like if they decide to also not deliver tomorrow because there's too much rain, or the day after, I'm not going to do this for multiple days in a row. I can't do this. I'm very sorry, my insomnia would not let me do this. It would be very detrimental for my work and my health if I tried to do that for multiple days. Which I know sounds like a very crybaby thing to do because it's only 8 a.m, but... yeah. It's just not how my brain rolls, sadly. And I have done worse in the past, but I don't want to force if I don't have to, if that makes sense. But yeah. It's so annoying. It's honestly so annoying. I had something else I wanted to say. It's not great, baby. Derailing a sleep schedule is hell. Yeah. And right now my sleep schedule is like everywhere, but where it should be. So, you know, especially for days in a row, that'd be crazy. Yeah, because the website was like, oh yeah, because even it's, we know how delivery services are, right? They're always shit. Because they were literally like, because I was looking for the term specifically that they used, which was like, we're sending it / there's been an issue, which is a wild thing that the wording is the same for both. It shouldn't be the same wording for, we have an issue, we can't deliver it, and we are delivering your package. It shouldn't be the same wording. Anyway, when I was looking that up, I saw people being like, oh yeah, if it hasn't like been sent, like been delivered 10 days after the date they said it should be delivered, then that's an issue. And I'm like, so the dude sent you, they send you like 2 fucking emails, they send you 2 messages on WhatsApp to be like, make sure you're at home that day, because that's the day we're going to deliver to you, and if you're not at home, blah 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 blah. But then they can't be fucking knowing in a 10-day period when they're actually going to be here. Like, be for real, please, I'm begging you. I remember what I want to say now. I hesitated yesterday because when they sent me the messages, they were like, if you want to like send it to like a pickup location, or you're available another day, please reschedule the thing. And I was like, do I want to put it on a pickup thing so that I can just go and get it rather than having to wait for the guy? And I didn't, and now I slightly regret that. But yeah, what I wanted to say earlier was, this whole shenanigan made me, if you know me, I do not answer phone calls. My worst nightmare is a phone call. A call with a friend, now I'm fine with. That now I'm good. I used to have a hard time, but now I'm fine. Like, any type of call, I used to be really bad. Now I'm okay if it's like calls from people I know, especially if I've been warned before. If it's like, oh, do you want to hang out when, or whatever. I'm fine. I'm fully fine. That I enjoy immensely. I had Skype calls in my youth, you know, I've been there on that. Calls on my telephone from numbers I don't know, I never answer. And I've been the victim of like years and years and years of my numbers being leaked to spam callers. So if it's not like a number that has, in France it starts with 06 or starts with 07, which means it's like a mobile phone, I don't answer. I had 2 calls from numbers that were not 06 or 07s, and I answered just in case. I answered just in case it was a fucking delivery person, and I got 2 calls about reducing my energy fucking bills. So we're back to back, like I think within an hour of difference, and I was like, leave me alone. The first one was fine, because I'm not the one that takes care of the energy bill here, so I don't pay it, so, you know, very lucky in that regard. So I was like, you know, I was like, hey, I'm not the one taking care of the energy bill, so I'm not, like, sorry. And the guy was like, oh, okay, bye. Also, I get that they have a lot of calls to go through, but the fact that they're like, oh, okay, and they just stop the call and they don't let you say goodbye really is pissed me off, because both of them did that, and I understand why, and I understand the logic and stuff, but like, whatever. Second one calls me, same thing, like, oh, we're here for you, you were talking to you about your energy bill, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not the one taking care of the energy bill, so I'm sorry, I can't help you. And the guy's like, it would only take 2 minutes. It would only take 2 minutes, whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't take care of this. I wouldn't have the information you'd be asking me. If you ask me how much I pay on electricity I don't know. I'm not the one doing that. I live at my parents' house. I mean, I didn't go into details. I just said, I'm not the one taking care of that, so I wouldn't have the information you need. He said, okay. And then he rang up. But I was like, he fully didn't listen to me in that first sentence. Can Google the numbers, though. Yeah, I do. I do that. I usually do that. I sometimes do that, but the thing is, like, by the time I finish, like, typing the number, usually the call has ended, so if it's like a delivery person, I don't wanna. I love pickup. I always do that. It's available. Pray hands. Yeah, for me it depends, because I like pickup, but I don't like going outside. And sometimes the pickup, even though there's like plenty of like lockers and shit and everything all around, sometimes they are like, oh, we're going to put it really far. It's like, okay, thank you, dude. That's great. But yeah, like the social interaction of being in my house, having to open the door, getting my package, reclosing the door, to me is less jarring than having to go somewhere, talk to someone, and ask something of them. So, you know. Hello, this is... No, sorry, wrong number. Yeah, well, but if it's say hello, it's the driver, then... But yeah. I don't know, I'm too... That's why also I don't answer those calls, I'm too polite. I let them do their whole spiel, and then I'm like, no, thank you. Please leave me alone. Zeke saw it when we were walking back to the bus for him to go home after Christmas. After Helene, because we parted ways so that Helene went back to her place. But yeah, there were two people that stopped us that like did the whole spiel asking for money, and I let them kind of talk because I always think it's going to be shorter. I let them like talk, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't, and then I go usually. But sometimes they try to hold your leg, which is a bit annoying. But also like I get that I know it's hard there. It was really cold also that day. They stayed in the call all day. Like, I really can't help you, but at least I'm going to try to listen to you. Because at least it's better than just, like, passing and not, like, listening to you. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I go after and call back if it looks like it makes sense. The thing is, calling back for me is really fucking hard. Receiving a phone call in something, doing a phone call itself is really fucking hard for me. I pretty much never do them. If I can email, I will email. I have very bad phone anxiety, so, you know. Sometimes I let it, like, even, I've had calls where I was like, I shouldn't let it go to voicemail, and I let it go to voicemail, and then I listened to the voicemail, and I was like, oh no, I have to call back. And it was bad. There's technically a call I'm supposed to have been made for, like, years now, that I still haven't made. That's kind of important about my, public, healthcare. Issues with stuff, and I'm supposed to have made that call like years ago now, and I still haven't, so yeah. And I don't know if I will. There's a silent foreigner. Yeah, poor Zeke was like, I don't understand what's happening. I mean, he understood, but he was like, I can't speak. Gosh, I gotta contact the healthcare again too soon, actually. Oh no. Yeah, my issue is that basically so, in France, your healthcare number is very, like, linked to the gender you're assigned on your papers. Listen, as long as France is on fire, it should be okay. True. And so, when I changed my gender marker on my papers, I got a new number from my insurance company. Not my insurance company, the public healthcare thing. And they sent me a new card and everything. thing is, you're supposed to have an online system. Everything is online now, and you're supposed to have like your online space and stuff. And they're supposed to send you a new code so you can access your new online space. I've never received my code. I cannot access it. If I ever need anything from there, I'm fucked. So yeah. We have to call about the same thing. Oh my god. Except me, it's been like 3 years. I got to the online systems today. It used to never work for me. Oh my god, yippee. Got the code literally today. But the numbers are like, oh no. I have that too, look at us. Can anyone access the fucking system? Can anyone access that system? What is happening? Oh my god, Sons of Sonar is cheaper right now. Yippee. I love when Steam sends me cheaper stuff updates. I'm like, nice. I'm always tempted. Healthcare provider to their job's ultimate hardcore challenge level difficulty. Yeah, like I was supposed to get a letter. I never got the letter, so I can never get in. Yeah, Steam emails are the only ones I'm happy about for real. It's kind of true. I rarely get an email that I'm like okay about. Or like I expect it if I'm happy about it, you know what I mean? Like if it's like a, we sent your package thing, I'm like, oh nice, but I expect it because I know it was coming. Unexpected emails are less thrilling. But I love seeing what's on sale. Like, I'm surprised by the amount of sales they have, honestly. What games are on sale? Wait, let me see. There's 2 games. There's Chance of Sonar that's $11.99 instead of $19.99. And Animal Well that's $17.50 instead of $25.50. I have so much fucking games on my wish list. I put so many because I'm just like kind of just throwing shit in there. A lot of games I do intend to play, and I'm very excited to play one day. But I do kind of just throw stuff in there sometimes. So sometimes I see this game is on sale, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. Chance of Sonar, I know. I love that game. I'm excited to play it on stream whenever I get to it. Yeah, actually, yeah, true, because Dan did give me a list of games, but most of the games you sent me, I feel like I knew. Because I was like, because he was like, now that you have a computer that isn't a Mac, here is a list of games that isn't just like Mac compatible games that I think you should play. Here you go. I had a few people send me stuff. There's also a website that shows you the best price for a game you can find online. For example, on Stream Club is 39 euros. 39 euros, but maybe it'll be 29 somewhere else. It's dope. Yeah, that's true. But I'm a gacha player. I am a gacha player. I like the shiny little thing of having a game on Steam and it's saying like, you got your achievement. So yeah, that's that. I like when Steam is like, good job. But yeah, I've seen stuff like that. That's really cool. But yeah, I'm a fucking sucker. Oh, you have Steam keys. Oh, that's nice. I forget those exist. I forget. That's how I got all of the missed games. Nice. For a lot cheaper. But yeah. Sometimes I just like to open Steam and look what's about. I just go to stuff and I'm like, how many hours does that person have compared to this other bit? And I just look at the list of people that have played the game. And I just go through. It's a weird hobby, but I like it. I don't do it like usually whenever I will pull up a game, it's a great little box. I agree. It's a great little box. Whenever I open Steam, usually I will check on the hours of the people that I know are playing the game. Right now, it's mostly checking for Final Fantasy 14 because it's the only game I play. But I'm like, how many hours are we at now? I think it's very fun. Okay. Show we got started. I think I'm at 60 something. Wait. 67.8 hours. So I'm almost 70 hours. So it's not too bad. It's not. I could have gone. Helen is right now playing Final Fantasy 14 online. I could have gone harder on it. I'm being kind to myself. Zeke. Before real. Jesus, let's go. I'm only at 41. Your numbers are rigged, Nan. Your numbers don't count because you have numbers on this and on. Nan is also playing Final Fantasy 14 online. Everyone's playing Final Fantasy 14 online. Centuries after Final Fantasy Remake full clear. How many hours has Helen? Helen has 112 hours plus 5.3 hours on the free trial, so 117.3 hours. I will get one day to Final Fantasy. The other ones, I promise you I'll get to them. Let's see Nan's numbers. The issue with Nan's page on Steam is that there's like 400 stuff on the on the front page, so you can't just see the stats because it's just completionist shit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you have. Wait, let me do the math. Let me quickly pull up my calculator. God. Okay. How much is 54 plus 36? 90 hours. So it's less than me. It's less than me. But to be fair, I do go to sleep later, so. 90 hours and it's like fucking level 400 and everything. Like, a number is crazy. That's amazing. I love that you say that and I'm like, I held back. 36? Where'd that come from? It says 31 for me. It says 36 to me. It says 36 and 54. Because like there's multiple times I was like... There's multiple times I've been like, I could continue to play. But I will stop because I need to go to sleep. Or I will stop because I'm tired. Or I will stop because... I gotta do something else. It might not have counted the hours since I started playing then. Maybe. God, now it's like I've been playing for 8 hours today. I love going on the game. One of my favorite things with Final Fantasy 14 is I go on the game, I immediately open my friends' tabs, and I check. I'm like, what are everyone's? Is everyone online? Who's online? Who's not online? Who's doing what? Where is everyone? Are you watching a cinematic? Are you out of bounds? Where are you? Where are you right now? Like, I like just looking at it. I'm like, interesting. Let's go. Yeah, God. If I didn't have other obligations, God. Ugh. Every day I open the thing and I see like 2-5 level anti-natural. Yeah. I feel very much like Sisyphus's boulder, you know? Like, I try to get up the mountain and every time I get up the mountain, the boulder rolls back down. That's kind of how I feel about trying to catch up to 9 levels wise. And yesterday, Nan told me, oh yeah, that's only because I want to do more fishing and I have to get to a certain level before I continue. And I'm like, okay. So speedrunning the MSQ. Chill. This is like a challenge on the calendar book. No, it's very different. Because with Nan, I've never caught up. With Zeke, I had multiple times where I had more movies than Zeke on the letterbox thing. And then I gave up. Then I kind of just stopped because I had other shit to do. But yeah, I had like multiple times where I was like, I have more hours and more movies than Zeke, like by a bunch. And then just Zeke caught back up because I'm not regular in my stuff, and he watches. Actually, he's actually someone that really enjoys movies and watching movies, and I do too. But if no one tells me to watch movies, or I don't put myself a goal to watch movies, I will not watch movies. So, yeah. So it's like harder to catch back to someone like that. But yeah, with Nan, it's never been a situation where I was like, oh, I got back, I'm like a level over. Since Nan has not double, but like has passed me over level wise in FF14, I have never been able to get back. Yeah, it's because of true cinephile. I am a joke. I am a farce. I am only motivated by greed and statistics. But that's how I trick my brain into like consuming art, so you know, it's not too bad. But yeah, I haven't seen a single movie since the start of the year, for example. It's not that there's no movie I want to watch. It's just that like I prioritize on FF14 and stuff. Any motivation is good motivation. Let's go. I agree. If you need to trick your brain to watch more stuff, like that's at the end of the day you've watched the movie, so who the fuck cares? I've done 2 this year though. Yeah. But I've had moments where I was like, should I start a movie? And then I was like, That's the issue though. When I fall off my sadistic rotted brain, then I fall off too much. Like my book craze, where I had a moment where I read 2 books a month, every month for like 2 years. And then last year I read like 2 books, I think, or something like that. And I was just like, I have books to read. I'm not reading. I watch the movies instead. Also, I started streaming, so you know it kind of put the thing in the wheel, because it's a lot easier to just take an hour to watch a movie, or 2 hours to watch a movie, than it is to consume books the way I do, which is usually just reading for multiple hours at a time. I've had so many days where I was like, I want to finish that book today, and I just like was reading all day. So yeah, probably Wicked tomorrow. Zeki has been like, I'm going to watch Wicked for good for like 3 weeks now. every few days, Zeke's like, I will watch Wicked for good soon, and I'm like, okay. May you do so. It's so fucking warm for no reason. I usually like just spend all my days in my room doing my stuff, and then I go downstairs to eat, and I go back up, and then I feel like I'm in an inferno, and I don't know why. Yeah, it's true, it is a long movie, that's true. And you've been very busy. It's just funny every few days to get a message being like, I'm going to watch Wicked soon. I'm like, you go, buddy. Go watch your little movie. I just care so little about Wicked. Okay. Let me start this first. Okay. Here. You go there. I shouldn't have started that if when I'm going to. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Up. Here we go. Okay. Da-da-dum-dum. Here we go. Okay. Going to reboot the screen normally. Give me a second. Hop là. And before we start actually getting work done, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, sorry. So I'm going to be right back. I'll put the music a bit louder for you. Up. Here we go, and here we go. Here we go, be right back. And I'm back. I'm gonna get to work. Okay. Up. Did the music leave? Why is the music not on? What happened? Why are you paused? What happened to you? Why did the music pause itself? What happened? I am so confused. I'm so sorry. Can't go to the bathroom in fear of the fucking thing pausing itself. What the fuck? Anyways, here we go. Can do shit on OBS. And I need to restart this. I am painfully aware that like a neighbor has an Apple TV or something, because I always see the Apple TV whenever I connect to my iPad for the screen mirroring, and we don't have one, so it must be a neighbor. That, or it's like my computer maybe, but it wouldn't be on, so I don't know. Okay. This is the background for the Charlie part of the introduction. Why do I have... It's not feathers, but it's kind of feather adjacent. Up. God. I sang like without any like thought about the fact that I was going to stream just afterwards. Like just kind of singing, screaming a lot. And now my throat is wrecked, which is great. I love when I think before I do stuff. Have to pull up, because I did that when I was drawing the bottles, but I might have to pull up like reference pictures for the alcohol bottles, because I don't know what those things look like. I don't know to wear. I don't drink. Just memories from my youth. The few parties I did go to. other day I was hiking with my mom to something with like the watcher, and I crossed path with the guys that I've crossed path with a few times over the past few years when I've like came back from not living here anymore and then had to live back here now. Which is one of the guys that had a crush on me in high school, and I've just like seen him like a couple times. Like I think I've seen him maybe 3 times since I moved back, and I only remember because of course like I'm always surprised by the amount of people that I don't know, like the amount of people that I know that I see in the city, which is none. I never like cross paths with someone I know from high school or middle school outside, and I always think that's slightly wild. Which could be for a multitude of reasons. So like when I do, I usually remember because I'm like, oh god, a rare sighting. And this guy, like, the thing is, because of high school and the few times we hanged out together IRL, and when we the few times we like came back together and stuff from school, I am aware that this guy's like parents' place is close to my parents' place, so like it doesn't make it makes sense, you know, to have like crossed him a few times, especially during the holidays, because I don't know if he still lives here. I don't know if he has moved and just comes back for the holidays. I have no idea. I think I've mostly crossed him during the holidays, so it might just be like a holiday thing. Usually walking a dog, which I'm pretty sure is his mom's dog. I don't know. Memories from high school. And every time, like the 3 times or something it happened, I'm always a bit like, do you recognize me? Because I do recognize him, because he has the exact same fucking face. It's and he has a very distinguishable face, I think. So it's quite easy, you know. But I have changed a bit. But also there's some stuff that have stayed the same. Like, you know, so I'm always a bit like, especially because like he knew me for like the later years of high school. So it's not like he knew me in first year and then not at all, you know. So it's a bit more of like I do wonder kind of thing. I shall never know, I don't think, because a few times it has happened, neither of us went to speak to the other, which I am fully fine with. But like a little part of me is always like, I wonder if he did. I think he might, for the simple reasons of the few times that it has happened, the way he stared at me a little bit. I'm like, it could just be someone walking past and looking at the person as they walk past, which is something I do, so I can't be like, I recognize everyone, because I don't. The amount of people I look at in the street that I don't know who the fuck they are is pretty much everyone. And I'm still like, oh, you know. So it could be just someone looking in my direction, but I do wonder a little bit. Like in the corner of my brain, I'm like, I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he recognized me. But I'm kind of lucky, quote unquote, that like I pretty much never got that kind of thing of like someone coming to talk to me when I'm just on and about that I know. But that might also be just because, you know, whenever I'm on and about trying to go somewhere, I just sprint from destination A to destination B and back. So, you know, I don't really pay attention to people around me. I will look at people crossing, you know, but like if I'm like more in the center of town, I will not pay attention to all the people that are around. So it is possible, very highly possible actually, that I was like around people I am supposed to be able to recognize and I just didn't. A good example of that would be at some point there was a friend of mine that lived in the city that saw me from afar and just saw me like zoom by and was like, I was going to come talk to you, but I saw you seem like you were going somewhere, and I was like, yes. But it was a very specific situation where I feel like if it had been a normal day, he would have come talk to me, but it was like a day of festival, so like I went out and didn't realize it was the day after the festival, and so there was so many people outside, so I was very much panic mode, trying to leave, trying to get home. So it was very like just like eyes on the prize kind of day. So yeah. in a normal circumstances, I think he would have come to the house. Yeah, and the only time I saw other people and like we stopped and chatted for a little bit, like very like 5 minutes, was when I was with that exact guy in town, just like walking around after a movie or something, and then we saw other people from high school, and it was like, oh. And he's closer to these people than I am, so I would have just like went around and just not, you know. But they went in to discuss a little bit, and it was okay, it was fun. I don't remember a single word of that convo. I'm always surprised, you know. To be fair, my high school was like kind of a weird situation, because it was in like the outskirts of town kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if like a lot of people didn't actually live in the city, but lived like around and went to that high school because it was more practical. And of course there's all the people, you know, that just don't live here anymore, or all the people that like I wouldn't be able to recognize because they just like, they changed so much. Yeah, between like high school and middle school, I'm always so surprised about the amount of people that just I never see anyone I know. Which is once like I said, it's like a positive for me. But I was surprised. I was like, ooh. So yeah, this guy is like the only guy that I kind of have seen semi-regularly 3 times over like 4 or 5 years or something. And that's just because like he lives near, so more possibilities. Because I feel like not many people walk the street that I'm on, so. Or at least wouldn't usually if you're not like from the area kind of thing. And you gotta walk your dog, so. But I hope he's doing good. I hope he's doing well. I wish him the best. I think the most awkward encounter like that I had, and it wasn't awkward, it was mostly just for me, not for the other person, was when I worked at the art shop. Because when I worked at the art shop one time, there was one of the teachers from the art school I went at for 1 year in the city before I went to the other art school in another city. One of the teachers came in and like asked for something, and I helped, obviously. And I was like, she 100% doesn't recognize me for obvious reasons. Like, she must go through like so many students every year, and I was there for 1 year. It's not like she followed me through all of the thing, you know. And it was like, at that point it was like 4 years ago or something, so it had been like 4 years ago or something, so I'm like, makes sense that she wouldn't recognize me, right? Especially like I had a mask on, everything, like I looked very different from what I looked like at the time. It all makes sense that she wouldn't recognize me. But for me it was really weird, because you had that weird situation of like, I know who you are, you don't know who I am, but I'm going to pretend I don't know who you are. That's a little funny though. I don't remember what she asked for. Feels like pretending a celeb. Not to that point, not to that level, but a little bit. I ran into T-Girl when I was in uni. I was so awkward. Oh god, I bet. It took me a second to know who T-Girl was. But yes, god, I bet. Sometimes I see her stuff on Instagram and I'm always like, oopsie. I mean, you know, I don't really care, but it's just like, I'm always like, I didn't mean to watch it. I was wondering if you get it. Of course, I was like, yeah. Oopsie. Yeah, there's a few people like that where I'm like, I follow you on Instagram and I maybe shouldn't follow you anymore. Sometimes I'm just scrolling through stories and I see the stories and I'm like, oh, I hope you don't look who watches your stories because I'm not here on purpose. T-Girl I thought was something else too. Yeah, I mean, we know me. My first thought goes to transgender. When testosterone girl, yes, of course. And then I realized, no, it is someone I actually know why you use that word for. God. Iron must have been so awkward as well. You really had to like go through it though, Helen, because yes, so is the testosterone girl, obviously. Because Helen, I was going to say poor Helen, like it was like the down of the earth to have gone through that, but your first year of uni, I don't know the years afterward if you also had that, but like for sure the first year, like weren't you like in the same class as like a bunch of people from our high school? At least you were in the same uni. So sometimes we would speak and you'd be like, oh yeah, this is what's happening with so and so and this person and this person. Yeah, everybody at the mama was there. I was making this in my head. I was like, there were so many people. I mean, just like the main university of the town, but still. And we were in the fucking literature class, so they were all going to do like similar kind of degrees. But yeah, poor Hidden was like, I don't want to be affiliated with people from high school anymore. They're all here. And I was like, no one knows me where I am. And I look at I mean, no one still knows who I am where I am because I'm not anywhere. But now you're clear. Now you're clear. It was funny, true. It was funny. Retrospectively, it was funny. It was funny, and it gave us tea to talk about, which is great. I love having tea on people I don't associate with anymore. God. Exactly, priorities. It's more important. That's why whenever I get tea on those people from a third anonymous source, I give it to you immediately. Oh. That's the important part. I love it's like I feel like it's always I've been in that place very often, especially recently, but I feel like it's really the best place to be when you're not affiliated with people anymore because you don't really care or like you just were never that close to those people, but you know who they are and you have a friend that's still really affiliated with them, so you get all of the drama and the tea without any of the consequences because you don't really know these people anyway or don't know them that much anymore. It's great. I don't have to deal with any of anything, and I still get the information. Love it. Oh. That's me with you. Yeah. True. I mean, I have that with you. I had that with Zeki a little bit. And I have that with the third anonymous source we've talked about. I have that's the ultimate positive thing about being and slightly antisocial. You know? That's what it was with my ex as well. I got so much tea on everyone and I didn't talk to anyone. It was great. You're the one filling in me in. True. You are the gossip. I am the gossip source. If I had big hair, it would hold many secrets. But it's like it switched, because at some point it was the other way around, and also I get news from people I like. With you it's different, because with you it's the thing of like, I don't know these people, but I've heard of them thanks to you because you know these people, and so I get the drama from these people from you, but I don't know the people at all, so it's another situation even. Yet another like little thing. I don't like that. Just like kind of don't want to spend too much time trying to decide what food's in that bag. It's just going to be food. Which reminds me, I need to check in with someone. God, I'm so bad at checking in on people, honestly. I complain, but then also I do it too, you know. I love being the gossip hub, though. It's a great place to be. I don't know what it is about me that people just want to tell me all the gossip, but I'm very glad it exists. I'm very glad it's there. And please continue. I gotta be careful with that one because literally it's the one tape. Why did the music cut again? That's aha. The hell. Also, like my music tab is literally behind everything, so I have to like move everything every time I wanna reboot music. Oh, it's loading. Okay. Is it because like it's having issues with the Wi-Fi? Maybe. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi issue. Maybe that's what's happening. Like it's buffering. So I hope it's not a Wi-Fi issue, and if it's a Wi-Fi issue, let's hope pray my mom just doesn't stop and restarts the Wi-Fi box, because annoying. Also, when my parents do that, they never tell me, which is great because I have told multiple times, like, hey, when you do that, please tell me beforehand so I know. And then, like, they just don't. So that's great, But yeah, that bottle is the only one that I have like a design for. That's like on the OG Charlie illustration, so I have to make sure it's at least similar to the one I have. In my head right now, I'm like, do I want to talk about the lads drama that's happening right now? I'm figuring out if I want to or not. There's so much shit happening on there. I'm like, because it is kind of a fun topic for stream, but also I feel like every time I think about it, it takes me a few brain cells out. Vented out. Helen, the one that actually is the only one that knows what I'm talking about, because she's been in the trenches as well. It's seriously the amount of drama, queenery. Yeah, it's. I'm going also like. I haven't talked about the Caleb thing from a while ago either, so I'm going to also talk about that. So it's going to be a longer thread than it would be if it was just like the current drama. It's kind of been non-stop drama for the past, like... Helen loves it. It's kind of been non-stop drama for the past, like, few weeks. First thing that happened is we got a new banner with new cards and a new event and everything. Actually, 14 new events. None of them are good, but, you know, throw a thing at the wall, something will stick. I should... And so, in this new event, the whole thing, okay, Caleb's character in Lads is the MC's, so the main character's adoptive brother, and they have a romance, and the whole thing in the English version has been, let's kind of try to ignore this whole part of this. Let's try to like just be like, oh well, they're not really adoptive siblings anymore because Caleb died and came back to life, and so they're like, well, when he died, the adoption papers kind of were like nullified, so they're not really siblings anymore, so it's a new dynamic they're having, whatever. Except most of his cards are just him being like, remember when we were kids? It's always me and Helen were like, let's give him a chance, let's see, because he's like, his personality is not bad overall. Like, let's see, whatever. And then every card is like, remember when we were 15 years old? It's like, do you have anything else to talk about than, like, memories? Whatever. And so, and also he's just there, so you kind of have to, like, read his part of the story as well. So it's like, might as well try to enjoy it as much as you can, and then you can never. And so what has happened in this new event is the fact that is they decided, fuck it. In the Chinese and Japanese versions, it was already very much, they played a lot on the like whole siblings, lovers thing, which can be explained with different situations and different things. Like a lot of people have made speak pieces about the difference of why that trope is a lot more taboo in the West rather than the East. And it's not like because people like fantasize incest, it's a bit different, whatever. People have talked about it, and I agree for the Chinese version specifically. Japanese a bit less because they don't have the single child policy, but it's a whole thing, and I'm not going to go into it. And so, they were already like playing with that a lot, right? Because like in the Chinese version, Caleb calls the main character Mei Mei, which is like a kind of like a little sister kind of thing, but it's also used as like a term of endearment and stuff. So like, you know, there's a lot of complex context to have with a lot of this, right? But they were clearly playing on the incest trope. Like, let's not kid ourselves. They're clearly playing on that. And the English version always tried as much as it could to like stay out of that, and kind of like wash it over with like they're not siblings anymore. They're not siblings anymore. We promise they're not siblings anymore. And this new event, they don't care. They don't care anymore. They went, we can't hide it because the card is way too into like that kind of shit. So we're just going to roll with it hardcore. And so the new card has full on like, do you want him to be your brother or your lover? And has like him fully being like, we are siblings by blood. Which was never a thing before. They were never siblings by blood, but now in that card they are. And so it's like, it's a whole mess. It's a whole fucking mess. And people were like, huh? So the people that like, a lot of people that are on Lad's Twitter that love Caleb are into that trope in not great ways, let's say. And so they're very fucking happy about it, but everyone that was kind of happy that like the English version was making it tamer is like, what the fuck? What is this? Exactly, barf barf barf. Yeah. The stuff me and Hayden have read on Twitter, it's like, oh, it's disgusting. People are just full on so happy about this and like don't care to show it and don't care to basically be screaming we love incest on Twitter. It's a whole thing. God. And so that happened, and basically during the same event, because the thing is, that event, like fucking 14 things were like sent at once. So like, we got a lot of stuff in one go. Same event, same stuff. Multiple things happened. First of all, we got the home system that I still cannot access. So, you know, having a great time with the home system because I cannot play it because whenever I try to open it, my iPad crashes. So, in the home system, Lads did a move that's just fucking gross. It's just gross. It's just extremely gross. Honestly, knowing what kind of game it is, it didn't surprise me that much, and I was kind of like, is that for real? More than actually being annoyed, but like legitimately annoyed a lot of Chinese fans that saw it as extremely disrespectful. And that move was that like for the first time we had, not for the first time, but like in the home system we play at the third person, so we see MC doing stuff and we play MC from like a third person point of view, so you see her. And as they had done with the guys models, they decided to just kind of like model everything. And so when she was wearing tight gym clothes, you could see between her legs specifically. And so people were like, what the fuck? This is like... One, this is kind of gross. Second of all, this is very disrespectful to players because a lot of people see that character as like an extension of themselves or like project through that character. So we don't necessarily want, you know, that. God. They corrected it really quickly. Now it's back to just being normal, kind of a Barbie girl situation. But yeah, I saw screenshots and I was like, what the fuck? What? Who thought this was a good idea? Who decided this would be a good idea? So a lot of players, because they just changed it and they didn't address it. not a lot, some of the players, I haven't seen that many, but some of the players are asking Infold to address it and yeah, and not just act like it never happened. And that would be nice, I agree on that. Now onto the issue. Another thing happened kind of at the same time, to the point where like that first issue that I mentioned with the modelization, no one really talks about it. I've seen like 2 comments about it overall. The other one though, people are very up in arms with, which is 2 things happened. So Love and Deep Space was advertised on a Boys Love Scan website. And the other one is they changed the tags of the game in the Chinese version from otome to like simulation and RPG, I think. Which Chinese, and I'm saying Chinese players specifically because they're the ones that are complaining about it, and they're the ones that like are so obsessed with the game that they noticed the fucking tags changed. Are all up in arms in this, saying this is like and they, first of all, they've been demanding of Infold, so the company that makes Love and Deep Space, to confirm that the characters, the love interests, are heterosexual. Because they're like, we don't want our game to become a gay game. I wish I was joking. I've seen horrible stuff. People have been extremely homophobic, extremely racist, because they say, oh, it's dirty foreigners, like, making our game. Like, you wanna do this for, like, the foreigners, fuck foreigners and stuff. And very racist stuff about foreigners. Xenophobic more than racist, probably. And yeah. And a lot of them are like, we don't want, like, make sure, like, are the characters heterosexual? And the way Infold has responded to this is very funny, which is basically Infold being like, the love interest only love MC. MC, like, MCs, anything the love interest, like, are interested in and love and are everything. Which, like, they refuse to say specifically they are straight. They just say they love MC. Which is very funny, like, of them to, like, insist on not, like, explicitly. Which I'm guessing is mostly a move so that people that ship the love interest together don't feel, like, put out. Because a lot of people do that as well. And yeah, the Chinese community has been, like, basically saying that, first of all, they have a whole, like, rumor that, like, they're going to make a guy MC version of MC, which is not going to happen. Like, I don't know why they're scared of this. It's clearly not going to happen. And they say, this is a female space, this is a woman's space, why you want to include men? Which, first of all, there's always been guys playing lads. Like, that's, like, it's not new, it's not going to be new, it's never going to be new. But I think a lot of it is also led by the fact that a lot of IRL events, especially in China, are very strict regarding that kind of thing. Like, men are not allowed in those events. Literally, if you are a male fan, you're not allowed. But it's mostly like events with like cosplayers cosplaying the love interest and stuff. So like they're like, if you're a guy, you're not allowed there to take pictures of the cosplayers and stuff. Which is a bit shitty, but also, you know, China isn't exactly the most, you know, happy with homosexuality country, so it makes sense with their policies. And yeah, basically they go full homophobia, full xenophobia, being like, you're appealing to foreigners, you're appealing to the LGBTQ. This used to be a female safe space, it's not a female safe space anymore, which is wild to say about a solo player game. Like, no one is playing lads with you. You're playing alone. This isn't going to change anything about your experience. And also, like a lot of people have said, they seem to forget that most people reading BL are women. They just want to attract women from different demographics to spend money on their game. They don't care about attracting men. Like, this isn't what this is about. Like, it's so clearly like an issue of like people being fully not educated about anything on these subjects and deciding that like they are going to be up in arms about it. It's wild. Yeah, I've seen like very disgusting stuff. And then people are like, don't you understand? Like, we're allowed to be annoyed because this used to be our safe space and stuff. And it's like, shut up. No. Just not how that works. And so a lot of queer lads fans have been not having the greatest of time because they're like, I wish people would stop insulting me everywhere on the Twitter. That would be great, please and thank you. So yeah, it has been a few days. Oh, and in the same breath, there's also a bunch of Chinese fans. It's always a Chinese. I don't know what they need. I mean, the English fans also need help for real. Like the English part of Lad's Twitter is also kind of rancid. But Chinese fans need help because basically, I mean, to be fair, I feel like some English fans have also said stuff like that. But since the house thing has come out, people are like, love interest loves the MC more than he loves me. Therefore, I am now boycotting the game. Which is so stupid. Like, if you're to a point where either you can't be like, this is a fictional game where I am representing MC, or this is a character that I am playing and I also like the love interests, but like the love interests are interested in her. Like, either you gotta project through, or you gotta be like, this is a separate character and it's a love story and I just like the love interest, which is something that you can do with literally any media with like a romance of any sort. But no, because MC was third person in the housing thing, they were like, it's not first person, therefore they show that it's a character and it's not me, and therefore it means the love interest doesn't love me, it loves that character, and that's disgusting, and they should be loving me and not the character. And it's just like, please seek help if you're to that point of obsession that you can't handle, that the main character of the story, who you are playing, has love interests. You shouldn't be playing that kind of game. Like, genuinely, you need help. I've also seen people be like, "Oh my god, the game is getting popular, so now it's going to suck and shit," and then like insult and harass people that clearly are not used to otome games, just for being in fandom spaces and starting to play lads. And it's just like, I've seen someone like go like, "We don't want you in here, normie. Respect your elders and shit." It's like, dude, calm down, chill. You shouldn't be that proud about playing a dating sim. Like, calm down. I'm sure you've seen it, Hayden, as well. Like, that person is wild. It's like, that person is so over the rails that I went to check their tweets and I wasn't able to know exactly what their point was on a lot of them because of how much nonsense they're spewing. I've caught Arcade. Because that fucking dumbass has the Zane as like a favorite, I'm guessing, in lads, and so has Zane as like profile picture. And I was like, this is hilarious to be a Zane main, act like this, but not realize that like your blessed little character would fucking hate you so bad. If you met you IRL, he would just despise you for acting like this. Like, wow. I've only quoted one, but I went through a few tweets and I was like, this is so stupid. But yeah, that person seems like to have an issue. Sometimes I'm really glad that I don't really interact with anything on Twitter. Like, I'm on private, I do my own stuff. With that account, at least, that I use, that I see like lad stuff on. Like, the other account is just art, so I don't really go on it as much as I should, but also I don't interact with anything on there either. But yeah, because like, God, people have a problem. Some people gotta realize that just because they have hobbies that aren't the most popular thing on the planet, that doesn't make them special, honestly. And also that's when people say fly your freak flag high, they don't mean you should bully people for wanting to get into your hobby because they weren't in your hobby when you started. Like, fly your freak flag high. Oh my god. Yeah. Is your first time hearing this? I don't know where it comes from, but I've heard it a bunch of times. I've heard it for queer people as well. Mostly. But I've seen like people in fandom and stuff reuse it. I don't know where it comes from, right? Oh. It's a fucking Shrek the Musical song. What the fuck? I know it comes from earlier, okay. Reportedly originated from the song lyric for If 6 Was 9, 1967 by Jimi Hendrix. And also popularized by its use in Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's counterculture anthem Almost Cut My Hair. Okay. And apparently there's a song in the Shrek the Musical that's called Freak Flag. But yeah, apparently it comes from a bunch of different sources. God, it's loading again. Yeah, it's definitely just a Wi-Fi issue then. That's for sharing in a part and not in another. Why did it take so long to load? Fuck. Here you go. Yeah, I need to reduce the blood oranges because that's not how an orange slice looks like. Way too much white. saw a guy on TikTok do like a challenge that I was like, interesting. Which was that basically he streamed, like he put a Monster Energy into like a big vase, and he poured a bunch of ice over the Monster Energy, like big ice cubes, and he was like, I will draw until the ice is fully melted. And I have no idea how long it took him because he didn't say in the video, which I think it's a bit like, that's what people want to know. Why wouldn't you put the info in there? But whatever. And on one hand I was like, that's an interesting challenge, but on the other hand, that's an interesting challenge, but on the other hand I'm like, if it's just a few hours, I don't know if it's much of a challenge. So I was just kind of looking at it being like, I don't know if this is like, he seemed to have done like a bunch of studies. That seems to be what he was mostly doing, which good for him. It's good. Do your studies, kids. But yeah, I was very much like, I can't tell if this like took you 7 hours to like melt everything, or if it took like an hour and a half and you were fully fine. I was kind of just looking at it like, I'm so confused how long this took. I'd love to know. Yeah. Huh, no. Clicked on the wrong app. Happens. Got to love when your last search on your Pinterest is alcohol, because you don't know what alcohol bottles looks like, so you need help. Ugh, again. Sorry. Don't know why it keeps doing that. I mean, connection issues, but I don't know what's theirs, because connection issues is not supposed to be connection issues. At least not to that point. So that's a bit weird, hopefully. Nothing got destroyed in the big rains we had or something. It would be very annoying. I don't want to have to deal with that. I mean, I do make fun a little bit of the delivery service for not wanting to deliver my package in this incredible weather, but there was a bit, like a piece of wood that wasn't on my windowsill before that is now on my windowsill, and I don't know if it comes from under the window or if it comes from or where it comes from. So I'm like just looking at it being like, okay, well, oopsie, I guess. So, you know, maybe they were right to not deliver today. Also, don't worry, I'll add tints to the bottles and stuff, but I need to do that on another layer, so doing flat colors first. Going to be right back. Up. Up. And this time the music survived. Yippee! Let's go. Okay, up. I do that it is 12. I'm just going to up. Redo this. Dancing in the kitchen. There we go. Where's the be right back? So I can do that. Okay. There we go. Can I please? Thank you. Okay. So, this is what we're left with for now. I'll try to remember to do another sketch for next time, because pretty sure we're going to finish this on Tuesday, so then I'll need a new sketch to render. But yeah, I'm not mad at it so far. Excited to... The only thing I'm annoyed at is that the style I'm rendering this in makes me want to just do a study of like a bunch of bottles and then scream about the fact that I'm drawing glass for 40 hours. But it kind of makes me want to do that because I'm like, it looks so nice if it was like really realistically rendered. But it's fine. But yeah, I'll have to finish rendering this, but it shouldn't be too much next time. And then we'll do the next one, which either will be the front room, like the entrance, or where they're all dancing. But for while they're all dancing, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do, because, yeah. Anyways. So, tomorrow, we got Dispatch, first session of Dispatch. I'm very excited about it. I really hope I like the game, because I've been, like, hyping it up so much, and I've been hyped up by it so much. So I really want to like it. And then co-working on Sunday. And then that will be the end of our week. I am going to go now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow for Dispatch. Bye-bye.